They're embarking on a brand relaunch and they want to flex what they can do. Just like this new version of the Tiggo 8 Pro, a 7-seater that is all about electrified flexibility. Hi everyone, Brent from Auto Industria, and what we have here is the 2023 Chery Tiggo 8 Pro E Plus PHEV or plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. The Tiggo 8 Pro is what we call a flagship model, and it represents what the best that a brand has to offer, and that is certainly the case with this one. We've driven the Chery Tiggo 8 Pro PHEV, but for 2023, Chery decided to spruce up its plug-in hybrid offering with more smart features and advanced driver assist features, but more on that later. Chery decided to stick with the same exterior look. It still gets the bling with this Sunshine Galaxy grille. These headlights are LED projectors with this nice DRL design. Right below are air vents with chrome trim for extra bling. The Tiggo 8 Pro does get some inspiration from the Jaguar F-Pace. After all, in China, Jaguar Land Rover is Chery's joint venture partner. This little door gives access to the charging port. The Tiggo 8 Pro uses a China standard GBT port, which may require an adapter when you try to plug in at your nearest EV-friendly mall. In my case, I was able to plug in just fine as they had the adapter cables there. It still gets these chrome trims below the doors. That gives even more bling, although I'm not a fan of chrome, but Chery's customers might like them. These wheels are the same 18-inch dual finish alloys. I find them very nice. Not much has changed at the back, except for this new E Plus badge in blue. It still gets the Chery brand spelled out in the middle of these LED tail lamps, which reminds me very much of the Porsche Cayenne. The Chery Tiggo 8 Pro E Plus gets a new smart tailgate, and once you open it, you get a space that is quite generous. With all three rows up, the length is 13 inches by 40 inches wide. With the third row down, the length goes up to 39 inches. With both third and second rows down, the maximum length extends to 70 inches, and you can store cargo that's about 31 inches tall. We're now in the third row, and as you can see, the space is a little bit tight. You still have this nice quilted leather seat design, but I think this space should be left for smaller adults and children. Let's move on to the second row. The second row seats are nice and comfy. You can even adjust the headrest like this. For more space, you can recline the backrest or slide the seats backward. You can even adjust this front passenger seat from the back to give you that executive class space. You even have a center armrest which gives you access to two cup holders. You get two AC vents here with an extension of the climate control up front and one USB port to plug in your device. Now let's move on to the front. We're now on the driver's seat, and the dashboard is really nice. You've got these nice soft touch panels here which give it a very premium feel. The highlight here are the dual 12.3-inch LED screens for the infotainment, this big LED climate control screen, and the piano black center stack. The update gives it new features that we wanted, such as better connectivity, ventilated front seats, wireless charging, and intelligent voice command. Let's see if it works.
What's up?
Open sunroof.
Got it. It's opening.
I guess it works. Let's try it again.
Yes, I'm here.
Close sunroof.
sure it's closing.
The quilted leather seats are nicely bolstered, giving you a sense of assurance and comfort. As mentioned earlier, Chery decided to give this vehicle an advanced driver assistance system for 2023. There's too many to list down, so we'll roll in the list right here. The features that will be very useful include the AEB and the adaptive cruise control, especially on the expressways. With the addition of Android Auto, it gives the flexibility of having both Android or iOS devices, as it also has wireless Apple CarPlay connectivity. Audio quality is good as it plays out through a 9-speaker Sony system. Under the hood is a 1.5-liter turbocharged engine that is rated at 155 PS and 213 Newton meters of torque. This is mated to Chery's in-house developed DHT or dedicated hybrid transmission. There are also 2 electric motors, one for each axle. That's because the Tiggo 8 Pro E Plus PHEV is configured with a parallel hybrid system. With a 19.27 kilowatt-hour battery, it gets an additional 87 PS and 150 Newton meters of torque from both motors. Anyway, let's go for a drive. What's new with this Tiggo 8 Pro E Plus is a 12-feature ADAS, which is an advanced driver assist system, which gives really a lot of these driver aids that make driving much easier. You get this adaptive cruise control, you get object detection, which is a cool feature here. Well, occasion that you have to glance down and adjust something, you can see the cars right in front of you. Also part of this ADAS is the cameras here that guide you when you're turning a corner. You get the 360 bird's eye view. Sort of shows you if there's like a motorcycle or a bicycle sneaking beside you, because, well, they're out of your control. So definitely is a big plus, especially when navigating through tight small street on city streets, tight city streets. In terms of driving modes, there's 2 driving modes. There's the normal, which we're on right now, and
Sports mode entered.
Sports mode gives you the benefit of a stronger acceleration, more aggressive transmission setup too, for overtaking and more spirited driving, as I often refer to. But when you're just in the city, the normal mode is
Normal mode entered.
pretty good. Steering feel is on the light side. I guess they put it that way for a varied amount of drivers who may find driving SUVs hard because they're quite heavy vehicles. This one feels like almost feels like driving a passenger car. Also in the E Plus is connectivity for both CarPlay and Android, which you can pair with your phone wirelessly. What I found quite quirky is that when you're inside, when you have to come back to the car again, you have to disconnect and reconnect your phone to get it back on CarPlay again wirelessly. It's more seamless with a wired connection, but then it also comes with a wireless charger, so wireless really works better. Instrumentation is laid out and the infotainment side by side on these 2 12-inch wide screens. They're easy to look at without distracting you from the road. Chery paid good attention to ergonomics with the Tiggo 8 Pro. The seating position, the steering wheel feel, the buttons here, the controls are very well laid out. So they really learned a lot from working with their foreign partners. I like how they designed the cabin. It has a very roomy feel to it. It's very airy. It's very you get a good greenhouse here in front. Although the rear glass might be a bit small compared to the feel you get here when you look at the rear view. It looks a bit small, but that's because they tried to make it look sporty, so hence the smaller looking glass at the back. Cabin noise is very muted. It's quite good for something of its class, its price point, if I might say. You barely hear noises from outside. On EV mode, you just hear the hum, of course, of the motor to remind you that the car is running. And of course, to warn people outside, it has that artificial noise that there is a vehicle. The suspension is well configured. You get a good amount of comfort, quite respectable handling, but it really absorbs uneven roads, potholes, and whatnots on the road quite well. But if you find yourself in like small secondary roads like these, you can activate the around view monitor with the press of a button there. You can see the 360 view from the bird's eye view, and there's the bumper view here, which helps you navigate through uncertain roads where you might find stuff protruding or you don't want to. So this is one of the additions of the ADAS, as I mentioned earlier. This is part of the E Plus package, which is now standard for the Tiggo 8 Pro PHEV.